Yeah, you're back. We are live. Now,
I
you're
hear the music. Oh, there we go.
wait a minute. Wait, are you like riding a Harley or something today?
No, man, I'm not. Okay, first of all, speaking of someone who's been traveling around everywhere, sending me pictures every day of wipers and snipers and white bass and whatever. What have you been doing? You've been like catching fish all over the place.
It's been fun. It's been fun. I got my new Z-Man hat they sent me. Pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah, we both got new headgear on. Uh, but yeah,
We do.
so I have figured out forward-facing sonar. I've got it dialed in now, and I caught 39 fish yesterday solely on FFS. And I used one lure. I'm going to show you what I did. I used a Z-Man scented jerk shad with a 1/8 ounce tungsten jig, put them together, and I would look for fish. It took me about an hour to find them, and they were actually pushing bait into a cove and busting the surface in 52-degree water. So,
That's so weird because you caught 39 fish, you said yesterday?
uh-huh.
Then why did I only get 38 text messages?
Well, the last one probably didn't go through. I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but
That's probably
I
why.
caught six master angler fish. It was crazy.
Nice.
And then those wipers, you saw that screaming drag video, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
So
guys getting this delay and everything? Like
a delay.
I'm getting like your stuttering kind of in a delay.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys hear me or no?
I can hear you.
Austin and Ethan down there in the green room.
Yeah, they can hear you.
That's
Oh,
it's
okay. I don't know about if they do this in Canada, but check this out. USA postage stamps. I bought a whole sheet. I'm going to put it in a frame, in a glass frame, and then when I die, they'll auction it off, and it'll probably somebody will buy it for hundreds of dollars. There you go.
hundreds of dollars. That's a great goal, Marty.
Yeah, I don't know. It could go for $2 at an auction, but I've
Yeah,
got these are at the post. I don't know if they still have them, but I got them the last day of the month. They were supposed to be there for March, and so that was kind of a cool thing there. And then
very cool.
I don't know if you got now. I don't. This is like a plug for them, but I used a Naqua battery to power my camera, and I won a contingency award in that last tournament, Drew Gregory's kayak fishing series, and they sent me a power pack and a backpack. Anyway, this
Cool.
will charge my phone and stuff, but um, I can't believe that battery had 3/4 of it left after 8 hours of camera use yesterday. So
Really?
that's a pretty good little camera or battery.
You were in Kansas yesterday?
I was in Kansas, yeah, yeah. And well, remember, I'm within a few minutes of Iowa, Missouri, and Kansas, all three, living in Nebraska. So
Right.
on any given day, I could be anywhere there. But we have a matchup this week that's intriguing. I don't know, man. Austin Hoover, that thing looked like a spaceship on water that he's got what he's doing now, but he's using the kayak that he used before. You know what I mean? And Ethan
Yeah.
Jett as well. These guys, I don't know how they edit their stuff or whatever, but these guys are up and coming. They're not. They are. They are the standard. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're the
Yeah.
standard as far as what you can do with
You
a
know
kayak.
what? So let me break in, like butt in here for a sec, but
Yeah.
I'm outside in my like summertime office, which is my shed where my
Yeah.
shed pub is and my kayaks, and like I thought it'd be more fun to be out here. But you just keep stalling every 2 seconds. So maybe it's not strong enough. So I'm gonna move back inside. I'll keep
Okay.
you on here, but
Yeah, I'll keep.
just
I'm
you
gonna
keep talking. I'm gonna move.
I'm gonna plug
But
some events.
here's like yeah, this is like my shed.
Oh my god.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you guys this if
Yeah.
it works.
Oh man, that's sweet.
So this is my shed pub. This is my backyard office in the summer. but right now it's kind of cold still. So,
Doesn't look cold.
anyways, well, it is, and I'm going to explain this little rag here, but let me get inside because it's not the connection is not working out here.
All right, I want to say
I'll be
that.
right back.
Okay, this week's
You
episode
guys chat.
is brought to you by Hoodoo Sports and Kayaks. They're out of, I believe, around Houston, Texas area, and then of course D Hooker's the overall sponsor of this. And if you don't have a D Hooker, you want to get one because it'll help you remove those hooks easy from your skin if they get hooked. The other thing is this is the second round. So we are in the Elite Eight, kind of like in the NCAA women's basketball. There's the Elite Eight. I think they got a couple more games and have the Final Four there too. But we're trying to catch up there. But we're going to have Austin Hoover and Ethan Jett on the night here, and they're going to duke it out, talk about their kayaks, and we got some pictures and so forth, a video. But I got comments. I can't forget the comments, you guys. Jordan Rhodes will be in Canada in 74 days. It takes from here. It probably takes 74 days to get there.
No, it doesn't.
But and we got a few people on here, but this was a tough day too. By the way, Keith, I took 3 loads to the dump of leaves that were in my lot. Three 20-foot trailer loads, and my neighbor, who is also the same age, we're both old. He helped me rake some of them up, and I took my chainsaw to some branches that had fallen and so forth.
Nice.
The yard work is done for the next 2 weeks, so I can go to Texas now.
Sweet.
So we're all ready.
All right, I'm back. I'm back at my desk now because it was too choppy out there. I couldn't hear you guys talk. So
okay, all right. So
you can hear me now. Everything's good.
Yeah, we can hear you. We're gonna bring these guys in and let's talk kayaks.
Yes,
There they are. Austin Hoover. You're like a Chad with hair at a young age.
Hopefully it stays and doesn't do what it did to him.
And Ethan Jett. Ethan's coming off a tournament. Tell us about it.
Oh, Lake Fork was amazing.
Yeah.
It was some very big fish. I love to fish shallow, and they were up spawning.
Yeah.
For the most part, depending on what part of the lake you were at, but it was fun. You caught one good one too, didn't you?
I caught 2 good ones.
Okay, I caught a 7-pounder that was only 21 3/4.
Oh man, yeah, I got a 22 and a 23.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And I got 4th in the KBF monthly there. Got some points. I'm going back this next week to get the second month maybe. But how did your kayak fare in that wind?
Oh, it handled it good, but the wind was terrible. It was not so much the wind. It was more of the stumps that you couldn't see until you're right on top of them, and it almost make you feel like you're going to flip. I nailed one with my drive as well, and thank God for the Hobie kick-up fins.
Yeah.
It'd have been.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I hit reverse one day, and I hit about 5 miles an hour in reverse, avoiding an 8-foot alligator.
Oh.
And I got a picture of him, though.
I didn't see any when I was there.
Yeah, they were there. They were way back in these coves on clay banks that were kind of warm back there.
That's right.
Austin, you've been fishing Alabama?
I have. I actually haven't been in like a week, so. But yeah, that's where I have been. I was down there at the Classic with Ethan, and I wasn't fishing it, but I went to the Classic and did the whole booth thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was fun.
That was a pretty cool.
How come? Why don't you fish in those? What's the deal there?
Well, I didn't qualify for that one, and then also just my timing and schedule with KBF, Chad, and mine. Right. It just it doesn't line up with a lot of tournaments. So I want to. Right. I want to fish some of the live tournaments, but right now I just stick to the Catch-22s, the Torpedo Top 10s, and just the online virtual stuff.
Everything else that's going on.
Sometimes, Austin, I just want to do that, like just fish the onlines and then go to a couple events because, man, it's hard to go on the road.
Oh yeah,
it's so hard. And you got to plan and.
There's a tournament every weekend now. And it's almost overbearing trying to keep up. Like this weekend is the Tennessee Bass Nation on Kentucky Lake. The following weekend is the Native No Limits on Chickamauga, and there's like 5 or 6 local clubs having joint events on Chickamauga too. So that one will be a one to watch out for because there should be some huge payouts, and somebody's going to have a really good payday.
Nice. That's fun.
Cool.
That's just fun. Now, don't forget to enter the Native Watercraft National No Limit that is May 2nd, maybe? I just registered because they're capping it at 250 in each region.
Yeah.
And there was already 10 guys signed up in the first 5 minutes on ours.
They're even adding, from what I've seen, if they can get over 200, they're adding 2,000 to the hourly big bass.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a huge.
Wow.
That's kind of fun, man. And you can catch as many as you want, or over 14 inches, right?
Yeah.
So
I got second place at Gunnersville 2 years ago fishing that.
Wow. Yeah, I fished one with you at Chickamauga last year.
Okay. Yeah, that's where we met.
Yeah, we met there. And then I saw you in the parking lot at Lake Fork.
Yeah.
That was fun. So
It's so funny. It's so funny, Marty, that you guys you can remember where I met you and what parking lot and this and that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
If my wife asks me where we met, I'm like,
yeah.
But the fishing questions are like, I remember that dock. I remember everything for sure.
Oh yeah, you bet. Yeah, I'm headed to Lake Fork next week for the All American, and then I'm coming home and then headed down to Dale Hollow for the Bassmaster, and then over to the All American Classic in Missouri on Truman Lake, and that's where I'm doing my native too as well. So a lot of road time coming up.
Yeah.
By the way, we're supposed to get storms here tonight again, you guys. So I hope we all stay on, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so with that, let's go to the matchup here. Let's see if I can get it here.
Matchup, the first. So Ethan's always been bragging that he's the first winner of round 1, first ever of the inaugural Yakoffs. Now he's the first competitor in the first round 2 ever of the Yakoffs.
Yeah.
You can just keep saying first of everything until you get maybe knocked out or win.
Yeah. And a lot of people are talking about, there were some people down in Texas that I talked to, what's the Yakoff? And so I had explained it to them, and they thought, well, how come I didn't get entered? And I said, well, you probably didn't get your stuff. I don't know. But a lot of people have been messaging me like, how do you get in that? And I just,
and you know what's cool? Marty? Todd Hamill from Wired to Fish was down at the at the Bassmaster Classic, and people knew about the Yakoffs. They were talking about it, not just in the kayak part, but people were talking about it. So it's gaining steam, it's gaining legs. It's pretty cool.
There were some rigs at Lake Fork that were unbelievable. That I'm like, they were like mini bass boats. And and of course, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that they were fully rigged and outfitted, for that lake.
Yeah,
that big of a lake. Now, I will tell you, when I was in the backwaters, though, the Swiss Army knife got back to where those guys couldn't get to. Just so you know, in there. And the same is true when I fished at Paris Reel Fest. I got through some stuff.
Right.
I was scooting across water on shoals with an inch of water, and I was scooting across it to get to a pool. And that's legal, right? It's got water.
Or you just self-incriminated yourself.
Yeah, or you just got disqualified.
No, I'm not because I have video of it in pictures, so I never got out of the kayak. But I did lay my rods down on the shore so I could get through the trees. So, and I caught a 19-inch bass that way, back in that pool.
Nice.
But literally the water was deep, but like if you made a wrong turn, you would end up on that shoal, and you'd scoot yourself off of it. But it was fun doing that. So, but some of these rigs are just unbelievable what they can do and how fast they go. I was doing 5.5 miles per hour and got dusted by 2 guys, over 4 miles.
That's nuts.
I was pedaling as well.
I tell you, I don't know if I'd go that fast out there at Lake Fork. It sketched me out with all those.
I just thought if I hit one and go over, I go over. So
I got
and why is that? So, Ethan, I've never been down there, obviously, but is that because of all the submerged timber and stuff, or what?
So you're being 17 foot of water, and you'll hit one. And I got stuck in for 20 minutes, and I just sat there and did circles on it and finally, I got it up on the side, and I looked up to the heaven, and I said, God, I don't ask this much, but please let the wind blow.
Yeah.
And I finally got off of it.
So here's something that you guys down there fishing bass would never understand, but like the dams up here on the Columbia River, like 900 feet of depth, right?
Jeez.
There's like forests that are still down there that are like cut off, and once in a while you'll get like a torpedo of a massive tree that just shoots up and it goes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
If you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time, that will go right through your boat and you're dead.
Really?
Never mind the water is free. Like, yeah, it doesn't happen all the time, but these are like valleys like this that are 900 feet plus in the middle, and there's trees everywhere that they've flooded, and when those trees let go, they torpedo straight up.
Oh, no thanks.
And if they hit you, and the other thing is, when you're fishing with a downrigger or anything, if you hook one of those friggin' trees that are down there, bye ball.
Oh, wow.
That's about it.
I'll stay in the States.
You guys don't fish with 3-pound lead balls, but
wow.
In Canada, we have 3-pound lead balls.
Wow.
Yeah, make it a note. Never go in there.
Yeah, you should. You got to be adventurous. Come on.
Well, we were adventurous on Lake Fork. Believe me, it was. You can't see them. They're like just under. They're like 2 inches under the water.
Yeah.
And you get up on them, and I got lucky because I was like whizzing by. So, oh man, there was one. One. And I'm in 25, 30 feet of water, going, oh man, But I went, and I followed a couple guys though too. So these kayaks, another thing I was going to tell you is I hit a fence post, a metal fence post. Didn't know till afterwards, and I went over it, and it was like, okay, I just cut my kayak open. Let the big
filleted it.
It was. I thought, oh well, I'm lucky there on that one.
Wow.
Hey, that actually happened to a guy on the Hobie BOS and Lake Murray.
Yeah,
he actually punctured his kayak and he had to get it up on the bank because he sunk it.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so let's look at these matchups here. So, Ethan, did you change your video then?
Yeah.
All right, Ethan submitted a new video.
So he's got the Hobie Pro Angler 14 360 Ike edition, the red one, of course. Remember, he's a small guy, grand aspirations in the world of kayak fishing. He's a great editor. I saw one you made today. It was pretty cool. In Tennessee state champion, Bass Nation champion. Let's see, he's got.
What's up, y'all? This is Ethan Jett, and this is my ultimate kayak fishing setup.
Ooh, I can see it in the green room, but not on the.
Wow.
All right, so this is my 2023 Hobie Pro Angler 14. It's the Ike edition. Really good kayak, but let's start at the front. Right here, you got this front hatch. Great way to put a lot of soft plastics, storage. Put your catch board.
Ooh, a de-hooker.
Your de-hooker tool, which is a sponsor.
All right, your 1 minute's up.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you got to watch this video all the way when you get time. Those that are watching tonight, or when you get the chance to watch. But Ethan,
I couldn't see that. Could you guys see that? It's just the green room that's showing me stuff.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, it was on there. Yeah.
Oh, I can't see anything on here.
You didn't see it?
If anybody's watching, comment if you could see it.
That shows it. It's showing it on my. I have
I can see the bottom, but I just got a black screen on the other corner.
Oh, okay.
It's like Canadian Wi-Fi.
So anyway, that's Ethan's, and let's go back to. Whoop, what did I do here? Let me go back. Here we go.
Oh, Jennifer said, or I see it in the
What's
comments.
that? What Jennifer say? Oh, she said
she could see it.
Hi, Jennifer. She's probably ready to fish. She lives in Omaha, you guys. Omaha, Nebraska. She's like one of the best gals in the Midwest here that fishes. And she was one of the first to have Austin. She was one of the first to have the motor in the front of the kayak around here.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, cool.
A bow mount or something.
I mean, I don't know how if it's a bow mount or if it's in the. I think it's a bow mount. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Tanya's on it as well. Tanya's been fishing. So, Ethan, just a little bit. You get a few seconds here to blurb about your kayak without the video. Now, go ahead before Austin.
Let's see. That Newport vessels, I love it. I got the NK 180. The 360 of the Hobie, it really lets you get up shallow and flutter kick, but then also you can change the direction to where you can get out of shallow stuff without having to paddle. Bad thing about a pro angler, they do not paddle good, but you don't need to because of the flutter kicking. I just love that kayak. It's been I've had 2 Hobies so far, and I've never looked back. And that's pretty much all I can say. I do do what?
How shallow when you flutter kick? How shallow can you get?
I can get about half a foot. Depends on how much I have in the kayak at a time. Yeah. If it has very little tackle, I can get a little bit less than a half a foot. Like I've been on Gunnersville fishing a foot, and like a foot to a foot and a half, and I have no trouble.
Yeah. I do that in the Outback as well.
Yeah.
I remember you were telling me half a foot before, but then you told me also 6 inches.
Yeah. Well,
I'm kidding.
hey, we're all guys, and we do over it.
Guys, I got to tell you a story on that. I had this girl one time. I was coaching her in track.
Here we go.
This was a setup.
Yeah. It is April Fool's. So.
She ran the 400. Well, it's not April Fool's. Her mom was standing next to her. She just run the 400, and I said, "You just ran a 66 400. That's a personal best." She goes, "No, I didn't." I go, "Yeah, you did. I got it right here in my watch." "No, that guy over there told me the timer said I ran a 106." And the mom agreed with her. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Okay. All right. Yeah, that's an American thing there, Keith.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. So Jordan Rhodes has a question. We're going to save that question though, Jordan, for a little bit later because that is a good question on there about insurance. We'll talk about here in a minute. But okay, so we got to go to Austin here, and Austin has a bona fide PWR 129 that he's very proud of. And this guy can if Austin, you could be a professional installer. Am I right?
You're the second person within the last 3 hours to tell me that, so I might have to.
Yeah, open up the shop or
open up a new avenue.
Yeah,
and Austin has also swapped his 129 to a different boat recently.
My 129 is literally through that back wall right now, sitting in the right out front door. We're re-rigging it too, so I just rig. So
are you re-rigging or is it naked now?
I'm just adjusting some things, so just
good call. Good answer.
Moving some things around, and so
you know how like they have traveling nurses and they go to these campers. You could be a traveling kayak installer.
Hey, I enjoy it. The best part is I enjoy it.
Yeah,
you so can say,
I'm gonna be in Omaha, July 1st through 10th. Bring your kayaks. I'll install them, and you stay with people.
Yeah.
You know? I'm serious.
Yeah.
And You could.
We're working on it. We're working on putting a shop here in Huntsville.
Man, that'd be awesome.
My wife always tells me. My wife always tells me I spend more time in my shop and playing with tackle than I do fishing and playing with kayaks.
Well, you know what that's called in the South, right?
What's that?
What's that?
It's called piddling.
Piddling.
Yeah.
Piddling.
There you go. Okay, so
true.
the other thing is Ethan. See, Austin, you have the build, like a build talent, and Ethan, you have the video editing talent that's like phenomenal.
Totally.
Nah.
Between
the two has that too.
Both of you have it. You guys.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it for my build. So
I made a video today on my Nico setup, and it is horrendous, but it's authentic. But it's
authentic is better than polished these days.
I made a mistake in how long the rod was and other stuff. And anyway, and then a little.
No, you should have seen the video. This was Marty. Like, this is how I do it.
That's it. Jennifer said that her mom calls it piddle farting around. That's true. I've heard that before.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So, Austin, we're going to play a little bit of your video here.
All right.
Let's see here. We'll get to it here.
What's up, guys? Welcome to today's.
Wait, who's that guy?
Skip this part. I hear his voice enough. This is my one break I get away from his voice. So
you got to skip to the middle. It's a 40-minute video.
Where should we start?
In the middle.
In the
middle?
Wait, go back. Let's just show a fish catch. Who cares about a rig kayak?
Where's the fish catch?
Let's just watch a fish catch. Keep going back. Oh, maybe. Nope, forward. Oh, right there. Go back.
Right there?
Back. No, back. The whole scene will change. Keep going. A little bit.
Oh, hold on. I missed the deal.
Nope. Back.
All right, Ethan, this sounds fixed now.
Right there?
Back.
Too much attention.
Right there. Just start right there. That'll be good.
Okay, all right, here we go. Oh my gosh, what do you got? I think I've seen this video. Yep, I have.
Yeah, this is the one from before.
Oh my God.
He's got a little.
Dude, this is a PB, no doubt.
Look at that. He's standing up in that.
I think it looks like a minnow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is
You've got to be kidding me.
This is your PB, right, Austin?
Yeah. That's my PB.
So I would just say this, like, keep your eyes peeled out there in podcast land and
there's no doubt this fish may be over 10 pounds.
A new website coming out about PBs.
Really?
It's gonna be pretty cool.
I could be exaggerating.
I will tell you about that later.
So this night right here, we fished all night. Like we got to the boat ramp at night, the 9 o'clock the night before, and struggled.
Right.
So this is why there's all the emotion, other than catching a double digit.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh
so there's
my
a question:
God.
would you rather catch 30, 40 fish a day, or would you rather catch your PB?
No. Right now.
Oh man.
There's no doubt.
Dude, that's a big that's a big fish.
How long was it?
24 3/4.
Wow.
Jeez.
I could have got it to 25, but I didn't want to hurt her. She was just so fat. Her fat was keeping her tail from going because it was just pushing it up on her belly. And then I was like, I'm not worried about a 1/4 inch on a trophy fish.
So what you guys need to do is eventually come up here to Canada and come on the coast with me and
Catch
pull
a
250 pound halibut onto your kayak.
Oh,
and
yeah.
see how you fill that up.
I want to catch a halibut in a kayak.
Has that ever been done? Did you say
Been there, done that.
There's a guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's a guy from Norway that does it all the time.
There's tons of people that I caught a halibut last year in my kayak.
Nice. It's not in my algorithm of things to see, so excuse me for my
definitely don't want to lip them, because if you do, you'll end up with me like me without a half a thumb.
Oh.
Is that from a halibut?
No, that was from a wood splitter.
Austin, that lake.
But that could happen.
What's that, Marty?
That lake that you fished, is that Lake Nunya?
Yeah, big time.
Lake Nunya?
Yeah, Lake Nunya. Like if you know,
Nunya.
you know.
Like none of your business.
Exactly.
Yeah. It must be cool though to like have ponds that you can fish in and just catch huge fish that are private.
It's not a pond.
Private for only you. Private for only you and Chad to fish in.
That's right.
I got it.
We pay the game warden every month to let us in.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. All right.
No, some of them fish are on Gunnersville. Yeah.
Okay. We have a question here. Do you guys have these setups? What the estimated value of your setup, Austin? What is it?
Oh, I don't have to estimate. I'll tell you.
You're gonna tell me right out.
Ethan, right here.
Well,
his insurance papers.
My estimated value is probably around 10,000 ish, and that's the trailer. The trailer is a lot of it too. Okay. I kind of went overboard with decking it out.
Okay.
It's got red underglow lights. You actually have a picture in the.
I'll get it here.
Yeah. But it's about 10,000. And to answer your question, Jordan, yes, I do have it insured.
Okay, we're going to talk about that here again too. What do you got, Austin?
I do not, but I should. My total build is $16,594.
Wow,
that's actually less than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
I mean, you got there's two HTS 10s on it, so that's a big. It's all electronics, is all it is. You do 2 graphs and active target. There's a big lump sum of it right there.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
so,
interesting. Now, I was,
but Ethan's is including his trailer. Yours is just kayak only, right?
Mine is just kayak.
Yeah.
I stayed with Drew at the cabins down in Paris, Texas. There, Drew Gregory. Those prongs that on the back. Oh my God! What do they call those?
Power poles.
Power poles.
Yeah. The actual power poles, not the micro.
Those are actual power poles.
Yeah.
I think they're called the Sportsmans or something.
Okay. Oh my gosh! I mean,
if you're fully hydraulic, you got to have a pump.
Yeah.
Yep.
They looked like they were electric.
No, they're hydraulic. There's a hydraulic pump that. Yeah.
Okay. Man, and he's got them on a shoalie.
Yeah, so, which is insane.
Yeah. Now, are you going to put some of those on yours, Austin?
Somebody, who was? I think it was Rob Weicker. I can't remember. I think he just put 2 on X. It looks nice, just to me. I don't know if you can drive down the road with those things. At the end of the day, we put all this stuff on it. At the end of the day, it's still a plastic boat.
Yeah.
So we got to be mindful of weight, and you got 2 big arms just sitting there doing this, going down the road.
Yeah, and I do want to put a plug in for Hoodoo. They are adding some brass fittings on the back of their boat so you can put a motor mount.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of innovations we're seeing with some of these kayaks.
Changing it all up. Yeah.
But just a brass insert, I don't think would be like you'd have to through bolt on something like that. You have to go through because a brass insert is just surrounded by plastic. That's it.
Right.
So
maybe it's the way it's made. I don't know.
I'm sure you guys have seen this, but you're talking about the shoalie with from Crescent.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the new Smallie that's coming out?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
Seen it next week.
Yeah, me too.
It's a little more compact, but it's nice. It's nice.
It looks.
But don't ruin the marketing. Don't ruin the marketing, Marty.
What's that?
Don't ruin the marketing. Got to leave some surprise.
Yeah. I know.
I just said it looks pretty cool.
I'm going to say this though, that if you were in level 2 rapids, it would be piece of cake for that kayak. It's a Virginia. I think like those Virginia rivers that go a little bit fast and you get back in pools, it would be perfect for that.
Well, heck, I'd hold on to my sides and go down in the Hogan.
Exactly.
No, I did get stuck on a boulder up in a Susquehanna in my outback, and I couldn't get off of it.
Yeah.
I was afraid to scoot off because I was going to tip over sideways.
What do you mean? You got stuck? I had to wade the whole time when I was there.
Really? Wow.
Well, that was like 2 years ago for the Hobie BOS, and it was everybody we talked to said, I've never seen it this low.
Wow.
It's like 4 foot the entire.
I do remember hearing about everybody going, it's slow.
Crazy.
All right. So back to the insurance. So Ethan, your kayak is insured?
Yeah. Progressive. They're the only ones that I know of that actually has.
Okay.
When you go in there to quote a boat, they actually have a pro angler selection.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. There you
And
go.
Is it just the boat, or do you give them like a lump sum of like everything? Like, let's say you were to go down the road and you had your graphs and everything, and you totaled your trailer, and
So I did a lump sum of everything. So I got it quoted for 10,000 damaging.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it expensive?
No, it's only $100 a year, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, it's nowhere near like your car insurance or nothing.
Maybe.
Yeah, you got to buy. It's like a rider on your house insurance or whatever. It's just something that or a flyer or whatever they call it.
I'm going to talk to Flo about that and see what she says. Okay. Like I'm looking for insurance for my lures. I got my lure put in shields, my lure pieces, but I have to have liability insurance, and I haven't found it yet. There's the people looking for me. But
if somebody hooks himself,
if they eat it or something, the kid eats it or something, I don't know.
Insurance.
What?
Yeah.
In like selling them in shields, you need insurance in case someone eats your
any
hook.
corporate store, you have to have a liability insurance on your product.
I'll tell you this: if a kid, that's better. Who cares what insurance costs? If a kid eats your hook off of a wall, that's going to be good for bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
That brings a whole new attention.
You didn't get it.
To bait.
You didn't get it.
To bait fishing the fishermen, not fish.
Yeah. If your hooks are good enough that a kid's going to eat it off a wall, you're fine.
You don't even need a soft plastic.
I know. My Nico heads are what's in shields, and I'm all for it. Shields treat me really good. I'm just saying that they're not the only ones. Any corporate type store, you're going to have insurance for your product. I'm sure, like even these kayaks, those, the manufacturers have to have probably insurance for their products. I mean, that's just how it is these days, Anyway, so there you go, Jordan. I hope we answered your question about protecting, because he just bought a brand new PA-14, Ethan, because of you. No, I don't know. But he's got one. He bought it out of select sale out of Kearney, Nebraska. Brady Stores owns that store. And
Jordan, if you bought it because of Ethan, because of the Yakoffs, please let Hobie know and people that you bought it because of this.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And if you didn't buy it, just go ahead and let them know I sold it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ethan will give you his address right away for a commission. So
yeah.
So anyway, I don't know if we're going to see Chris tonight. He's been busy with Hoodoo.
He said he was coming, but not until around later on. But we'll see.
I do want to say this though. He is shipping out this Friday a kayak to Kayak Jack's Outfitters and we're going to have people try it out.
Yep.
It is the what was the name of that kayak again?
Impulse 120.
Yeah, an Impulse 120, the pedal drive one, and I've got a couple guys excited to try it.
Fin drive. It's a fin drive.
Fin drive. Yeah, I guess you say. Yeah, and so that Hoodoo kayak will be here, and we're going to let people use it in our events as well this year. So, you guys around the Nebraska area, just give me a ring and we can get you in it, and you can try it out along with any other kayaks I got here. Yeah, and anyway, you guys though with your kayaks, we got the value of them. Any other questions we got? We got to get some more questions here from the audience, even.
I'll add something to you. If anybody's looking for a kayak, that's what I recommend all the time. Try as many as you can. And figure out what you like before you buy.
Yeah,
that's why places like Dugout are so cool, because you can go there and hop on the pond and go try out 10 different kayaks and see what fits you and see what's like a glove for yourself, right?
Yeah, they're a one-stop shop. They can rig up anything you want, and they got that pond to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
And they love showing people stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you're virtual, if you're not on the KBF, the Kayak Bass Fishing Facebook page, there's 110,000 or something on there now. Just literally go in there and make a thread. Hey, is there anybody in this area? There'll be somebody. Right. There'll be somebody who will meet you, or you can tell them, hey, just let me know the next time you're going fishing. I'd love to check your setup out and just schedule with them. So, I mean, out of 110,000, somebody will be in your area.
Yeah.
But with that being said, if anybody's around Middle Tennessee, Northern Alabama, holler at me if you want to try Hobie Pro Angler 360.
Yeah.
Now, Ethan, do you have just that one kayak?
Yeah. I'm too cheap to have multiple.
Yeah. I'm like one of those. You know how you drive by a guy's house in Tennessee and they've got like 10 old pickup trucks in there? I'm that guy in Nebraska with kayaks.
Well, see, I'm that guy with the pickup trucks.
You are, okay.
I have, I think I have 4. I got a 71 Dodge Dart too that I'm remodeling, and I got 3 trucks, and so none of them run either. So that's the bad part.
Let me ask you guys this: Have any of you heard of the Co-Angler app or the Co-Angler program? So like last year when I was, so it's like Co-Angler. So when I was down at the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame last year, I met the guy that developed this thing. It's called the Co-Angler, and now they're putting an app out there. But it's basically you develop your like, so say I'm in Canada and Ethan's coming up to Canada and he wants to go fishing. I promote my fishing trip that Ethan can come with me and go fishing in my area. I honestly don't know too much about it, but I know they're about to launch their app. It's called Co-Angler. It's really cool. The guy he's out of Springfield, Missouri, and we were at the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame ceremonies together. And yeah, it's a pretty cool new program where you can, like, if you're traveling somewhere and you have no one to fish with, people advertise like, I need a fishing buddy kind of thing. Like, let's go and I'll show you my area. Pretty sweet.
That happens a lot here in Nebraska with our Nebraska fishing site. People get on there and say, hey, I'm going to be visiting Omaha. Anybody want to take me fishing? And so, for me,
this is like a nationwide thing called Co-Angler.
That's pretty
check
cool.
it out.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Tyler Alexander talked about the old Trooper. That's in my backyard too. I got a lot on the other side of the block, so I've got 2 pickups, the Trooper, trailer, all that stuff being around. So yeah, we all have that problem. But
cool.
That's a good idea though, that Co-Angler thing. And the other thing is there's also guides all over. There are guides. I didn't realize how many kayak fishing guides there were out there. There's a bunch.
Oh, there's tons.
And I'm still the cheapest out there, $150 for a full day, where a lot of them are $400, $350.
Nice plug, Marty.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like, does it say Kayak Jack? I'm the cheapest.
No, it has Kayak Jack Outfitters, a unique experience every time.
But at the bottom, does it say I'm the cheapest?
No, it says you only pay if you catch fish.
Oh, there you go.
So
I can prove you catch fish because every day I get about 30 fish that you caught that day while I'm working.
Well, see, guys, you don't know this, but we're both employed by the same company. Did you guys know that? I am, right? Right, Keith?
Who, you and I?
I'm a freelancer though, but I just tell them that I'm out working. I'm out working too.
Yeah, totally. He's talking about Wired to Fish, I think.
Oh yeah,
Wired to Fish. Well, I've got 3 assignments for Yak Angler magazine or Kayak Angler magazine.
There you go.
And I barely started one so far. I got to get on the ball. Quit fishing so much.
There you go. You asked me to get you some assignments, so I did.
I got them. Yeah, thank you.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
So,
and then Austin, let's go over what you guys do. Austin, what are you doing for your making all these gadgets? I know your dad's not handing you $100 bills at this point, but
I make a fat man look good on TV.
There you go.
What I do.
You can't use the same line all the time.
Why not? It's the best one. No, I do
It's funny,
videography. Yeah, I do videography, photography. Like I can do that. I mainly do that for Chad and then myself, and then, but then I do side work here and there. So
yeah, nice. And then Ethan,
and then
what
I
do you?
help. I help
Go ahead.
run KBF, like the fish judging and all that. I took over all that good stuff. So
Right. Maybe you can help me. I
Cool.
got to get rid of some fish on there. I can't figure out how, but
you just call me. It's easy.
I'll do that. And then Ethan, what have you been up to?
Well, I have a very easy. I mow yards, bush hog, and I'm trying to grow that YouTube channel to make a little money.
Yeah.
And just fish all the time, trying to be competitive in tournaments.
Yeah, there you go.
Got some good sponsors that help me out a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Ethan, you're all over the social stuff. So here's a question for all three of you. You're all Yakoff participants. Did you guys all get your Guardian Angel lights now?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I got mine yesterday.
No.
You did? Ethan, you got yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
The little care package thing?
Yeah.
With
And
the
then
deed
Marty, you
number.
didn't get yours yet?
Nope, not yet.
That's
I already
because
got
you
mine
live
installed.
What's that, Ethan?
I already have mine installed.
Oh man.
Yeah, you were telling me you were going to do that, and Marty, yours is coming on Stagecoach to wherever you live in Nebraska.
Yep, it's
Oh,
coming.
you can see that.
There you go.
Yeah. It's a cool.
Yeah.
They're very well made.
Yeah.
And they're so bright. So actually, they're more than just like fishing stuff. Like my wife has a kit for jogging. My wife runs marathons. She's much more athletic than me, but she runs marathons, and there's like bike parts, and yeah, they do everything. Pretty cool.
My buddy is a police officer, and he actually knew about them before I even said anything to him.
They use them.
So
on
they
the
actually
shoulders.
started. Yeah, they started as like first responders and cops and RCMP officers and stuff.
Literally
like
got involved in a wreck, or I wasn't involved, but I watched it and had to witness it. And then literally, like two of the police officers that came up to me had the little shoulder piece.
So they are. So those Guardian Angel is our. If any of you make it, well, sorry, Marty, you're out already, but we still love you. But you two, whoever moves forward, the sponsor for the semifinals and finals is Guardian Angel.
Ooh.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They make some good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Neither one of you has on your products what stern light you use. Or
I use a Yak Attack Visit Carbon Pro.
Okay, what do you use, Ethan?
The same, but now I got the Guardian Angel. I'm not sure what it's called.
It's just called Guardian Angel Light.
Okay, yeah.
Guardian Angel light thingy.
Is it on the pole? Is yours on the pole?
It's on a 48-inch pole. It is amazing. Like it's real tall.
Okay.
And the flag is really big too. So, fishing.
Really, I mean, the VisiCarbon Pro is like so. It's intuitive. It's intuitive. It's like you can put it in a rod holder. You can do it, and I mean, just like we talked about black packs and rail blades of backs, boxes, milk crates, whatever. Everybody picks what works best for them, but the VisiCarbon Pro is a staple and awesome, and you can use it so many different ways. Fold it down so quick, but the Guardian Angel Light and the things that you can do with it and how you can change it with the remote is it's like so bright and so crazy. So and you can just use it where you can stick it to your back of your truck when you're loading your boat or whatever.
One thing I like about it, it comes with the remote. And the way I have my flag set up, I have it setting on the very back of my kayak to get it away from the camera so you don't hear it in the video. You don't see it flapping.
Right.
And in the mornings when you launch, you got to have that 360 light on. And it ends up, I end up using so many AA batteries with that with the Yak Attack one because I can't reach it to cut it off. And this, with that little battery, I can just hit that little the little remote and cut them all off. It's cool.
Wait, okay, here you guys. This is what we did back in the day. Can you see that? Wait.
I cannot.
I can't see anything.
Are you showing us a snorkel with a light on it?
No,
Now I can see it.
that
Portable stern light for kayak.
Okay, so this is how far we've progressed. If I can figure out how to take that comment down a second. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bigger. I'm going to play this just a little bit. Guys, this is what we did back in the day. Look at this.
Hi, this is Kayak Jack here, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of these.
Who's that guy?
For less than $2 in less than 5 minutes. First thing I do is...
What was this, 20 years ago?
Pipe and measure off. 17, 18 inches is all we need.
This was Wednesday.
Right there.
Last week.
Cut a piece off.
Okay.
Works good for a lot of our projects.
Is that a solar lamp for like your...
Yeah.
Take some electrical tape.
Hey.
Which works good for...
Marty, where did you... Where did you get those shorts?
Tape that.
Hey, where did you get those shorts?
Quit making fun of my shorts.
I'm going to tape that.
That's something.
Go ahead, Ethan.
That'd be something good to have. I never thought about using that little solar light, but for like a backup, emergency backup, that could be a good idea.
That video got 57,000 views.
You know what it's 47 years old. So.
Yep, it did.
I love how you had that ready. That's awesome.
I didn't have it ready. I just looked at it while I was talking to you.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I just thought, think about though, guys, if we had Yakoffs back in the day, I would have
crates, PVC rod tube holders.
Yeah.
Snorkels.
Kayaks, sitting right on the kayak.
Snorkel transducer mounts.
Yeah. That picture came up on my timeline, by the way, this week. And
that's awesome.
Here, hold on a second. Here, I'm going to show you real quick another one. What do you guys see this, man? But anyway, think of how far we've progressed in these accessories.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go.
Amazing how far we've progressed in just 5 years.
Yep, you're right.
It went like this in the last 5 years.
Amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Okay, look at this. Can you guys see that?
That's awesome.
Wait.
Nope, not yet.
Okay, look at that.
Now
you guys see it? You guys see the snorkel right there sticking off the side?
Is that for your transducer?
Yeah. That's for my transducer.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing this before Yak Attack was even thought of.
Oh, man, you missed the boat then, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, by the way, my license plate on my truck, the Bassmobile, says Yak Attack on it. I had that name before Yak Attack had that business. But that's all on water under the bridge, right? But
are you telling us Yak Attack owes you royalties?
No, they don't.
Millions.
I should have come, but I'm just telling you, it's not just me, but there was a lot of guys doing this stuff, and then somebody says, I'm going to make that product. And so then we started gluing the transducers in the hole. Do you guys do that anymore?
No.
I'm on it to a pod.
Yeah, it's amazing how they've come up with all this.
Marty, you should see when I was 4 years old, I made this electric car, and then Elon took it over. I'm so pissed.
It license plate was Tesla, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I would have been, yeah.
Is that where you got the Cybertruck design?
He stole it all from me.
Yeah.
Just add another lawsuit to him while you can.
Yeah.
No, he's losing all his money.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else we got here tonight? These are some snazzy rigs.
There's, I think Ethan and Austin also popped up some new fish pictures of some nice catches they got.
I'll go through some of those here.
Some of those are pretty cool.
That's that big fish on fork.
Yeah, that's Austin's personal best.
Yeah.
That one's not.
Oh, it's not?
Go up. No, the first fish picture you see is the personal best.
Okay.
On mine.
See that aerial view of that boat? That looks like a battleship. It looks like a World War II battleship.
No, you know what that looks like? It looks like when you're playing Battleship and you're like F3.
Oh yeah.
And you like pick that like which way it's going.
Yeah.
And you pick that to hit it. You sunk my battleship.
All right. Quick question.
All right.
Ethan, how many rods do you carry on your rig?
I carry 12. Standing up.
I was going to say 12.
Nah, hold on. Pause. I carry 12.
He's got a Hobie. I'm out. He's got a Hobie.
Three horizontal.
So 15 rods.
15?
15. Okay. I'm gonna go somewhere with this. Austin, what do you carry?
On that rig right there, it was anywhere from 11 to 14.
11 to 14.
I got 10. I got 10 on the black packs because I got 2 of them, and then I had 3 on the side. And then every now and again, I would just stick one just on the side because it's got these little rod clips and throw them off the back.
All right. So back in the day when you ran a 5K or 10K road race, there'd be always people decked out in the nice shoes and the nice uniform. Mm-hmm. And there'd be that one dude with no shirt, shorts, and old tennis shoes. That's the guy.
Smoke him. That's the guy
that I was like, he's the guy I got to look for when I'm running this race today. Mm-hmm. Today, when I go to the boat ramp, these guys that have the 15 rods, I'm like, you know what? Maybe they'll get confused out there with all these rods.
You can.
So the guy. Right,
so Marty, how many rods are on your boat?
2 to 4. Those are the guys.
Look how many fish he catches a year.
Yeah.
There you go.
2 to 4.
Well, we all know he only throws an eco rig, so it's.
But Easton Fothergill gave me a tip. I listened to his podcast. You know,
what does he know about fishing an eco?
He throws an eco, but he had 2 rods rigged with the lighter weight Nico and 2 rods rigged with the heavier weight. So I'm going to go to 4 Nico rods in tournaments. And you know, like I remember Pat Lassick could always make fun of me because I put 3 bait casters on my crate, you know, and he yelled at the start. There was like 20 something of us guys there, and he goes, "Hey Marty, are you going to use those, or are they just for show?" The bait casters. But you know,
some guy on Instagram commented on one of my things earlier or yesterday.
Marty started with a Nico on a cane pole.
That's true. Go ahead, Austin. What were you saying?
One guy commented, he said, "Why do you need all them poles to fish?" I said, "I only need 1 pole to catch fish, the others for comments for the algorithm." So appreciate it.
There you go. No, here's my comment I made, and this is no kidding. I was at Rock Creek. This is the early days of kayak fishing. Rock Creek. Nobody had seen a kayak before. And I'm going around, this lady I had about 4 or 5 rods sticking up in the crate. And this lady goes, "Why you got all those fishing rods sticking up in the air like that?" And I said, "For better cell phone reception."
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably. Yeah.
She says,
"It's probably true, too."
Yeah. Better cell phone, because you couldn't get cell phone reception there where I was
so you
at.
Can live stream.
But now, like Gene, you could have a Starlink on your transom. So,
yeah. So anyway, guys, but there are some people that carry a lot of rods. Like you guys have the rigs to do that. The Hobie Outback, I can carry 8, 9. I can carry 11 rods on it, and effectively. But I just find that if I bring too much, then it makes me, you know, like
spin out.
And now in practice, Ethan. You know, we take more, right? In Austin, and then you want to dial in what you're going to use and just focus on it. And, you know, I do those top baits articles, and a lot of those guys, they're using just 1 or 2 baits the entire tournament.
Right. That's all it's for. That's what all the rods are for. It's just the cycle through baits and find a pattern. Once you find a pattern, you only need 2 rods.
Right. So I have a system with mine. I leave my rod sleeves on when I go fish. And at the end of the day, if I'm pre-fishing, the rods that I use, they'll have the rod sleeves off.
That's a good
tip. I caught fish on that. I didn't catch fish on that. So I'll either change up stuff or I'll just won't take the rods.
I see. That's a good idea. It looks like the guys that leave the sleeves on, it looks like a peacock out there, though.
To be honest, I like leaving the sleeves on for 2 reasons. That one reason, and then the second, boats can see you better when they're blazing down the river.
Okay. Question though, when you go through trees, like sometimes I'll just go through trees and the rods will bend and shake off of it. Do you ever lose your sleeves or a rod get caught in there or anything?
No. The rod sleeves just kind of slip right through the leaves.
Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. What about you, Austin, on that?
I fish offshore, so I don't have to worry about trees.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. No, sometimes I will. It just depends on how big it is.
Let's go to the next scene.
Well, Ethan, like what you were saying there, like in Canada, we do the same thing, but it's like, should I put my snow boots on or my rain boots on, or depends on what happened. What happened there? Who's that?
I thought you were going to ask.
Oh, we got Chris. No, I was like, what, instead of like knowing what I'm going to walk out into, it's like, what am I going to wear on my feet today?
Yeah.
I think we just got Chris joining us.
There.
We got distracted again.
Hey, what's up, guys?
The Hoodoo Man's here.
That's right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, both these guys.
Keep going.
You missed it, Chris. But both these guys, I think, are going to move to a Hoodoo soon.
Oh, let's go.
They're awfully quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, Austin, what could you do to a Hoodoo in one day?
Send me one and I'll show you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, bet. Let's go.
Where are you hiding, in your basement right now, or what are you doing?
Oh, I'm out in the garage. It's bedtime routine at my house, so it was the only quiet place I could find. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us. I know you had a big meeting
we just
tonight,
got home
but
from
it's cool to see you. Well, we were super bored with our conversation, so we were like, wait till Chris gets here.
I know he heard you.
Yeah.
He must be out there in the pub with you.
Don't let me crash too much of it.
No, we're waiting. We're waiting for you to tell us what's new and exciting. Why don't you tell us about your skiff? Everyone wants to hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting. We just brought it back. So I mean, it's first time in about a year we're selling it. So it's a fun little 13-foot micro skiff, rated for up to 6 horsepower motor, but it's also got a little fin drive. So really, I mean, three forms of power here: paddle, pedal, and motor. So it'd be great for bay hopping, or if you want something a little bit bigger than a kayak, a little more stable. Take it on the lakes or whatnot. So it'll be pretty sweet. So we got one in kind of a prototype about a month ago, taking it out on the water first time on Monday. So should be fun.
Cool.
So when he releases that, we should start you should have bought a kayak. Reverse what's going on right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Austin, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think that someday, you're a young guy, both you guys are young guys. I've seen this.
Are you talking to me, Marty?
No, I'm not.
No, he skipped right past us.
Yeah.
You
guys are kind of in the middle. But you guys are both young guys, and you got rigs that are 5 digits in price. If you were to sell it today, you're going to get 5 digits for your kayak. What do you see in the future with the kayaks? We have rules that regulate what we can do with them now. When I first started paddling, I never dreamed there'd be a motor on a kayak in a tournament. All right. Now we have motors. Well, first we had pedals. Some had even sails, pedals, pedal power, and then motors. And then we have dual power kayaks. What do you see happening in the next, say, 5 to 10 years?
I don't think it goes much past what we got. I think the platforms will change to like distribute weight better and everything, but I don't think it's going to end up being like one day on Bassmaster we're going to see like a gas motor, like a little 9.9 or something. I think at that point it's, definitely a skiff. Okay. I don't know what the definition is. I don't know if like a safe way to say is once it's a gas motor, it's not a kayak anymore, but I just think we just shift how we do things, or just like shift the platform per se, kind of like you saw the leap from the XTR from the Power to the XTR, and it just shifted how it holds us per se.
Now, if Bonafide would have named that the Bonafide Johnny, do you think it'd be legal?
JTR was in the works.
Will it be legal? Will it be a legal kayak?
I'm saying the same platform, and you call it the Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right.
It's just a thumb in the nose at that point, just for fun.
All right. Ethan, what do you think? What do you think?
I kind of feel the same way. I think we'll get to a certain point where the kayaks are so big that you start calling them a skiff, and I think the world will start to almost regress a little bit and go back to the original way of kayaking. But I think there'll always still be the biggest motors. You know, a kayak, they're not designed to be on plane.
Right.
So we can only go, like a Hobie can only really go about 6.5, even with the biggest motor on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it'll be a kind of it'll kind of level out and then maybe even kind of regress a little bit.
We go too much further. I'll say this: it will get dangerous at a certain point.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna touch on that.
Yeah,
and Chris, I'm gonna have you chime in too on this with the skiff, because where you're at. First, I want to address the safety thing. There was a guy down. He's from Virginia, and oh man, I can't think of his name right offhand. But he hit his elbow on his throttle as he was landing an 8-9 pound bass. Oh. It turned his motor on.
Threw him out the boat.
Yep, he did a 180 right there, and he flipped his boat.
Yeah,
right there. That's the danger that we have. You know, you had Christine early on when she had her motor, before we had the what do you call it, the switch thing, kill switch. Yep. And her kayak took off in the water there. You know, those kinds of safety things are like, even for me, when I was hitting 5.5 on Lake Fork and 3 to 4 foot rollers, and I was screaming down the lake and there's stumps everywhere, I could feel the unsteadiness of the kayak.
Yeah.
Well, just think about it. Let's just say we have a kayak that can go 15 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
At our hull thicknesses we have now, I don't think you hit a rock, cracked.
Yeah.
You hit a tree, cracked.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, the hull thickness would have to get so thick that the boat is literally 2 inches thick, and then who's going to buy that?
Or a different material in the hull.
Or a different material, but the only material you can go from that is aluminum, and that's what we call John boats. I guess you could go carbon fiber, but
yeah, that's carbon fiber, but then it's not going to be affordable.
Yeah, then it'll be a $15,000. Yeah, like Apex.
Yeah.
Apex, yeah.
Okay, now Chris at Hoodoo.
Well, the good news is that Chris at Hoodoo, like when they develop the carbon fiber kayak, we'll be giving them away like nothing.
Maybe it's on the roadmap. Who knows? Probably not.
So
carbon fiber is hard to work with.
So Chris, down where you're at, and let's say for that skiff and you're hunting redfish and you've got to go quite a few miles, isn't that a more practical approach? And do you see tournaments happening in skiffs down there with the outboard motors on skiffs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. As far as tournaments go, I don't know, because I mean, a lot of the ones that we get invited to participate in are, it's, hey, everybody's got to launch from the same boat ramp, and you got to fish within eyesight or something like that, right? So then you don't really need to go 20 miles out. But yeah, I mean, we've got a guy that works for me that he runs a skiff, and he likes to go down to Port O'Connor, run the redfish and stuff like that. He'll go, our little Hero 130. I mean, he can get it 12, 13 miles an hour, and he'll go 20 miles out, 20 miles back. And but the thing with him, I was actually just talking with him about it the other day, is at that point you get into lights, and what do you do, before the sun comes up, if you're out after the sun comes back in, because you really want to be out there running, while the offshore boats or the bay boats are going as well too. So I think it gets a little sketchy just in your little skiff or kayak when there's big old boats running by you too.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you need me to send you some? Do you need me to send you some Guardian Angel light kits?
Yeah.
Hey.
I got something for you guys. I don't even know how I'm alive today, because I took a Zodiac boat with a 5 horsepower motor on it in San Diego Bay when I was 15 years old, and I was around the Navy shipyards and all that back then. and fishing. And I just had to have a boat, but I could fit it. I could take it apart, pump it up and stuff. But my dad carried it in the trunk of his Cadillac and dropped me off. No kidding. That's where I got my start with the boat thing, whatever.
Oh, no, I don't see it getting any worse than Chickamauga Lake on Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, anywhere like that. Yeah.
It's Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day. Like, just
yeah.
So we find out
stay
shouldn't
off the
have
water.
a license to drive a boat.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting, though. That could we allow a skiff in the kayak fishing, or if it had electric motor?
What's the line? What, like, are we saying like it's a gas motor, or
no?
Because there has to be a definition. Is it length, weight, a petroleum motor, or like gas or not?
Well, but even then, gas, like, but Newport has essentially equivalent to a 6 horsepower motor, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would be the definition?
I mean, you
can. That's their new 600, but that's more of a bass boat motor.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
But you can put it on our skiff.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just think that skiff is just so cool to go red fishing with. That's just.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But I agree. I don't know if it's like weight, because I mean, like, our skiff is about 130 pounds empty, like no motor.
Is it
So I don't
material?
know
We
if
say
it's
once it's not made out of plastic, you can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But people are gonna. Would you two young guys agree that people are gonna push it though?
It's already getting pushed.
Totally.
It's not going to. They already have.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and the tool
already have. It's like 1.21 gigawatts, 88 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the human nature to push the limits.
Wow. Nobody got that. Nobody got that joke. Do you guys not know Back to the Future? Come on.
I got it.
I missed it. It went way over.
In 1997.
You guys are young. You guys are too young.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to the left side of the screen, this side.
Ethan, in 1997, when I was in my paddle kayak, my sit-inside kayak, a little hole in it, and I'm paddling on the lake, there was no concern of me wanting to go faster at that point.
Yeah.
I was content. But you saw, what, 15 years later, you started seeing the stuff, hey, I can get there. Like when I followed the guys at Kentucky Lake and they had the pedal kayaks and I was paddling along going, this is ridiculous. And I couldn't keep up and I was wiped out and they were just going all day pedaling around. And I thought, okay. And then I tried it and you could get over 100 more casts an hour. I was like, okay, this is the way I'm going to go for a while.
Yeah.
And then, go ahead.
The bass boat world is getting like Bass Cat just released their Jaguar STX or something. It's got a 500 mercury on the back.
Yeah, and they don't
crazy.
Even touch the water. The boat doesn't even touch the water.
Yeah, it'll sit there like that.
Yeah.
And so I think we'll kind of mimic the boat world where it'll get so big that all the the Bassmaster tournament, they limit horsepower to 250. So I think we'll get to where our bass tournaments will limit, say like a 300 NK 300. 3 horsepower would be the max or something.
And we have these max weight limits, but people like I look at you guys, what you have on there, and I see these guys with like tons of batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how the kayak stays afloat, but it does.
Well, they got to put a weight limit per Coast Guard.
Right.
So I think the Hobie is 600 pounds. So I think you can probably load it to about 700 and be okay.
Yeah.
They just put that little threshold.
Well,
there might be a little safety blanket from the manufacturer, just a little bit.
Well, once you get water,
Chris knows about that.
I want to say to people though out there too that once you get water in a kayak, it becomes very unstable.
Yeah,
taking on waves and so forth and everything. And I don't know how it even gets in there sometimes, but somehow it finds a way to get in there. So anyway, good stuff though. Good stuff, you guys. Anything else that you got? Here's the deal, Austin. You got to tell us why your kayak rig is better than Ethan's, and Ethan, you got to tell us why your kayak rig is better than Austin's. Go.
Boys, this is round 2. There's only 8 people left to win the championship here. The first one ever.
I mean, guys, you've got $2,500 on the line, Austin. You know how many wires you could buy with that for your kayak?
Yeah.
First of all, it's $2,500 cash, no strings attached, and that's American dollars. So up here in Canada, that's like 20 grand.
The question is do I want to have some fun with this or be more?
And you're going to be like featured in the summer issue of Kayak Angler magazine and get your own stuff going on. We got some other stuff that's pretty cool too. So let's hear what you got. Don't hold it out. Let's go.
Go ahead, Ethan. I'm gonna come up with a response that's a little more nice.
I'm gonna do let's do a rock paper scissors online here.
That gonna work.
Yeah, both of you face each other. Rock paper scissors. Let's see, and then who goes first?
Is it 1,
we're
2,
going to do like odd and even.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, pick a number between 1 and 10.
Yeah.
Be easier.
Rock paper scissors. 1, 2, 3, go.
It's gonna be a lag, so somebody's gonna have a.
It's funny to watch.
Yeah, so give me odds or evens. I'll throw it up.
And those of you that are on, we're gonna give away a prize tonight too.
We might if they get their shit together.
You call it out, Austin. I'll let you out.
Yeah, there you go.
What did I just say? Even?
3. Odd.
Go ahead.
So does that mean I won?
You pick the slot. You go first.
All right, you go ahead, Austin. I'll let you go first.
I'll just say I'll be nice. I was gonna say something, but I'll be nice.
Right, let me have it.
No, it's not towards you. It's no, I just have put a lot of thought towards my boat and to be as efficient as possible. Everybody knows fishing, like the most efficient angler is most likely going to be the angler that wins. And everything in my boat has a place for a reason. And you're allowed to be efficient. Like it's not just an offshore boat. I'm pretty efficient up shallow with it too. So I just it's got a lot of thought to it. So
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Ethan.
So whoever's voting, I just want you to pick whoever you think is the best. I don't care if that's who, like the person or the kind, but don't let our setups dictate your setup. Whatever your setup, it's your personal. Everything on my kayak is set up for me to fish, be the most effective on the water, and spend my time. Cash is money, or time is money. Cash, time is money, and in a tournament situation, everything on my kayak is set up to where I can grab stuff, I can rig up stuff, and cast a line. And to whoever, if you think my kayak is better than Austin's, vote for me. You think Austin's is better than me, vote for Austin. So
I'm going to butt in here, and I love that answer from both of you guys. But one thing I would like to say, as like the person who kind of created this weird thing that's kind of gone off the rails and been super popular, and I've been on 12 different podcasts besides this one, like some big ones too. Like it's been crazy and super fun. And one thing I would love to say is that it's just so cool to see how I anticipated, honestly, at the beginning that this would mostly be like a Hobie PA-14, the people that run those boats and the big tournament fishermen and anglers, but also all of the sponsors and all of that kind of stuff that it hasn't turned into how many social followers Marty has or Chad Hoover has or Austin or Ethan or whoever. It's not about a social like Drew Gregory lost to Chad Davison, and Drew Gregory's following is much higher, but they both have awesome boats for what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The cool part is that people are actually voting in the Yakoffs to like actually just what they can learn and what they want to see. It's not about a popularity contest. And I was a little worried at the beginning that it's like, oh, Gene Jensen has 700,000 followers on YouTube. He's going to win for sure. But no, it's been more like people are actually voting because they want to learn, and they're sending me messages, and it's been super cool. So I want to say thanks to the audience and to all the anglers for being so like into it and helping out. And yeah,
I appreciate
not
you
just
putting it
popularity.
on. Yeah.
But
I appreciate you putting it on. I love seeing everybody's setups.
Yeah.
But it's not a, like, if you pick one thing, or even like there's 16 anglers in this, right? If you can learn, even like, so say Austin, you learn one thing from Chad Davison's rig that you can use.
That's what I'm saying. I can
cool.
learn. That's half of kayak fishing is rigging.
It's just so cool that it's turned into that, where it's not a popularity contest. It's just like everyone's like actually learning and asking questions, and I'm getting text messages from people I have no idea who they are. But then I just hooked Aaron Miller up the other day with a guy that asked about his question from Marty's show the other day. And I'm like, man, I don't know how you got my cell phone number, but you did. And anyways, cool. And I'm going to hook you up with Aaron now, and he'll tell you where he got that laid back kayak rack or whatever. It's just been super cool to be part of that platform where we get to do this for all these brands and anglers, and everything's working out the way I hoped it would. So it's
better than an egg in the face, ain't it?
100%. That's a Canadian saying.
I heard you say it last time, so I figured I'd use it.
Egg in your face means like you look like an idiot.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh, yeah.
Which my wife might tell me I do, but
hey, she said no, it's
been awesome, and we're just on to the first round of the second round. First battle of the second round, I guess, is better. And good luck to both of you guys. So
good luck to you, Austin.
For those that are voting, remember the prize package. There we have a Hoodoo kayak, Newport motor, Newport battery, Guardian Angel light, and a Malone cart there. Package what, $3,400, about $3,400 or so.
It's around $3,500 US.
Yeah, and so you can vote every day. You can vote. And,
yeah, and what's super cool is we've been now chatting about the next Yakoffs that are going to happen this fall, and things different options, and there's going to be way more prize options and different things where you're not just going to win kind of the lottery, the big grand prize. There'll be that as well, but there'll be lots of other things, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. If I could show you guys the amount of brands that have been contacting me that wish they would have got in to this one, but we only have right now the 6 brands that, like Chris from Hoodoo, that believed in it right off the start, and
that's awesome.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, we lost Austin there, it looks like, but I think Chad made him go to bed or something. I don't know. But hey, Chris, you missed it earlier on. We plugged the Hoodoo kayak for you. I know you're sending.
I appreciate that.
You bet. We're sending one up. You're sending one up our way, and I've got guys already ready to try it out. So get ready.
Love it.
They've been on your site researching it,
and
they're looking for other affordable options in the pedal drive or fin drive. I'm sorry.
There we go. And Keith, I promise, eventually we'll get you one up into Canada. Eventually.
Yeah. Well, I keep hearing this, and now that it's April Fool's, I know you're just screwing with me. Did you guys hear that the new tariff from Canada to the States today?
Please enlighten us.
So any salmon that swim through Canadian waters and are caught and harvested in the U.S., there's going to be a 25% tariff on their weight.
What?
You don't care about that because you don't live in the Pacific Northwest, but
no.
any salmon that swim through Canadian waters and are caught in Oregon, Portland area, there's going to be a 25% tariff on any salmon that are harvested in the U.S. from salmon that swam through Canada.
Is that an April?
How will they know?
They got them all tagged.
Okay.
I think Keith's pulling our leg.
Because the fish that we catch, we just release and tag them like go to the U.S., whatever.
No, it must be an April Fool's joke.
Right.
Yeah, it was an April Fool's joke. I know it's supposed to end at noon, blah, blah, blah.
You got me.
All right.
Hook, line, and sinker. You got us.
Yeah.
We have to get the pose here, Keith, and get a screenshot of it.
Yeah. So, but this is round 2, so we got to do something a little bit better, I think. I'm going to pull it over to this screen, enlarge it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make both of them bigger here on the screen.
Oh,
sorry, Chris.
Oh, no. Yeah. You can kick me out. That's fine.
Nope.
No, I'll keep you in there. But I lost Ethan now. Why did I do that, guys?
Yeah, now all I see is Austin's hair.
Ethan's hiding behind the deal. Here, I got to leave it like it was, guys. I'll mess it up.
Okay, yeah, let's just leave it like that.
Okay, all right.
Okay. All right, so let me get this ready, and then...
What's that screen look like?
I got it, but I want some, like, dirty, round 2, kick your ass kind of stuff. Let's go.
Do I face this way?
Yeah,
you got to go the other way. You got to go the other way.
Flip them around.
He's to the right of me. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
Is that right?
Ethan might punch you in the back of the face right now.
So it's backwards. It's backwards for me.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Don't look at us. Look at each other. Look mean.
Austin's got a mean look there, man.
Am I looking at him? Because for me, it's backwards.
You're looking at him.
It's fine. Just continue what you're doing.
Oh, that's good.
Bigger hands. Like lift them up higher. Both of you. Ethan, lift them up higher. Push your right hand forward, Ethan. There we go. Ready? And don't smile.
Don't say man.
Got it.
There you go. Good job.
I'm too nice for a fellow to.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like Ethan's ever punched anybody before.
Ethan's like smiling. He's like, "Oh man, I just want to go fishing. I just want to go fishing."
In the South, we don't punch. We just shoot them with the shotguns.
Oh, there you go.
You guys aren't far from each other, though, are you?
No, actually, we're not.
What city are you in?
I'm in Lewisburg. It's about 2 hours north of Guntersville.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys live in.
It used to be a lot closer to me when I moved down here to the G.
These guys made fun of me today because I responded to a message and I said y'all.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I was like, but in my sentence I said y'all and I ended with a.
Yeah,
so I was
don't go together.
They're like,
and that's
you're such a poser.
About a week or two from now, you'll be drinking sweet tea. I know you will.
You all sweet tea. That is like incredible.
Yeah, like iced tea in Canada is like a soft drink. When you go down to the States and get an iced tea, it's like bitter and like.
Okay,
sugar.
Just so you guys know too, if you go above Nebraska, north of Nebraska, there is no sugar in iced tea. If you go south of Nebraska, you can get iced tea, sugared iced tea. And I'll be in Wisconsin and go, hey, can I order a sweet tea? Well, we can give you a pack of sugar to put in it. And then if you go if you go to Tennessee, you won't find tea without sugar in it.
Nope.
It's against the law.
Yeah.
My favorite sweet tea is when you can put a straw in it and it just sits there. It's so thick
little syrup. It's syrup. It's not tea.
Yeah.
That sounds really healthy.
You can feel the diabetes as it goes down your stomach.
These veins are pumping.
That's right. Keith, have you heard of all sweet tea?
No, the only tea we drink in Canada is like you boil a kettle and you put a tea bag in it.
Oh man!
Or you boil water, not a kettle. But,
so it's hot tea.
Yeah, that's what tea is.
Wow.
No. Yeah, we had a whole tea party in 1770s to get rid of
and
these.
so did Boston.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anything else? We went an hour and a half. Pretty good.
Perfect. Just means we had a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Any prizes tonight, Keith?
We can do whatever you want. So first of all, not everybody got their Guardian Angel lights, or
Right.
Austin and Ethan, you did.
Yes.
I got mine yesterday.
And you got your D-hookers, and Marty, you got your D-hookers?
I got my D-hookers, yep.
Did you all get your Hoodoo kayaks delivered?
No. Still waiting on that.
Oh.
That one I didn't get.
Oh, that's strange.
Be nice to Chris, Keith.
They might actually get them before you do, Keith.
Yeah, no shit. I was like, I wasn't going to say, but, like T here above this border, Hoodoo kayaks don't come across the 49th parallel, apparently.
Hey, for the right price, I can make a run with one up there illegally.
I offered to fly my little brother up there.
Chris actually offered. He's like, if I fly my brother up to Seattle and get him to drive him up to you, I'm like, dude, that's too expensive. Like, why don't you just fly me to Thailand and we'll go on a vacation together and screw the kayaks, whatever.
Okay.
We'll see.
So Tanya did not get hers either, just so you know, Keith, her prize. She said.
Okay. Tanya, can you text me or email me your phone number? And I want to talk to you because you've won everything in these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's on here, but she was earlier.
Well, or Marty, if you have her number, just send me her phone number and I'll call her and make sure.
Okay. I got her.
Gets sent because
is what I've got.
All right, there you go.
So
anyway, it looks like we got lots of people on here, so let's do a Guardian Angel light kit and a kayak angler annual membership.
Okay, Guardian Angel light kit and a kayak angler deal. Tanya,
I can throw in a 48 quart cooler if you want to.
A what?
Whoa!
Oh man,
we got a nice little Hoodoo cooler.
There we go.
So
round two starting.
All right, so wait. So this is not going to be Let's just say this. So we'll do a giveaway with a question right now with a Guardian Angel light kit and a kayak angler annual membership. Okay. But Chris is going to give Tanya as our number one follower of all of these Kayak Jack podcasts.
Oh wow!
He's going to send Tanya a 48 quart cooler.
Wow!
Yeah, you could have picked me
done. Yeah,
and that goes straight to you, Tanya. You don't have to answer any questions. And this one we'll get to you for sure. So that's awesome, Chris. Thanks.
Wow, yeah. Tanya, you made out on that. Now
she's won every. We can't give her any other prizes. She's won everything I can give away.
Tanya, can you do me a favor though? When you catch a fish with that Nico rig, please post a picture. We got to see it because
there you go.
Nico is Austin's going. I think he's going to switch over to it. Totally.
I throw Nico rigs as right now. Literally got one tied on right now.
Nice.
And it was tied on before the Classic, so I'll just say that.
There you
That's
go.
what I was thinking to say. Everybody and their mom has one tied on now.
I went on.
I'm taking it off now that apparently it's the lure.
Well, is that in a Morning Dawn chatterbait?
Yeah.
Morning Dawn chatterbait.
Y'all know bass can't see pink, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Bass can't see pink.
Have you ever been a bass, Austin?
Yeah, they got tritopia eyes. They don't see pink. It's just a
red and green
different color off-white. So off-white.
That's what we think. That's what we think. We don't know.
That's what the book told me.
Well, he talks to him when he catches them.
Yeah. Just so you know, Austin, I've been throwing the Nico for a lot of years.
Oh, I know. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying.
The other thing, though, is that hook he used,
I'm making fun of you.
Every website was out of them, but I did get a couple. I got a couple.
Of course it was. 6 Cents went out and made like a whole batch of pink bubblegum flushes just to sell it, and they sold like hotcakes. So, hey. More power to him.
Well, the guy that won Paris, Adam Coleman, he was using a pink trailer on his chatterbait. That minnow. What's that one? That 6th sense juggle
minnow.
Yeah. Yep. There. So, but I'm 39 fish yesterday on one of those the entire day.
That's what you get with Z-Man.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this giveaway. What question do we want to ask?
I don't know.
What is Ethan's PB?
Ooh.
Oh. I don't think anybody knows that.
Jennifer.
My PB's just sitting right here, so it just came right up. So.
Okay, so we have to guess your PB. Is what we do, Ethan?
Yeah, I guess that's what all
we do. Just pounds, like how many pounds it is.
Just do a straight poundage.
All right, here we go. So Tanya, that's the last thing I have thrown yet. Oh, come on, Tanya. The Nico's on fire. It's on fire. Okay, so you guys guess how many pounds Ethan's biggest bass weighed, and remember he's down in Tennessee. And is it a largemouth or a smallmouth?
It is a largemouth, and it was caught on Chickamauga.
Okay. Oh, they're going by inches here. Do you want inches or weight?
We'll be here all night if it's by inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go by just the pound class.
Okay, Jordan, it's by Jordan Rhodes. It's by weight. It's by.
So I'll do like a slot. It's between 5 pounds and 10 pounds.
Okay. All right. Oh, Zach, you're out. Jordan Rhodes said 9.7.
That's pretty close.
Okay, not close enough?
Not close enough. That's actually just a little over.
We're just doing the whole number, right?
Yeah, just whole number.
The whole number, okay.
So you got 5 to 8.
Can I guess?
No one's come in yet with one.
So I'll shrink it down. It's between 9 and 6.
There's an 8.6.
Oh, that's my buddy Nathan. He's really close.
He's close.
Which
7 it is.
Nah, there it is. Zach Milson.
Zach Milson.
Technically, it was 8.2.
Okay, he's the closest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach.
If it was just the whole number, Nathan won.
Yeah, if we're going to do that.
Nathan Rowe.
Does that win?
Yeah, technically the whole number, first one.
Yeah. All right. So Nathan Rowe gets the kayak light set and a subscription to Kayak Angler, and then we'll give Zach another subscription to Kayak Angler too.
Okay. Here's the deal, Nathan and Zach. You need to message Marty Hughes on Facebook to get your prize with your address.
Then send me those.
Yeah. So you guys
got. Marty will send those to me.
Yeah, and then Tanya.
You're getting a cooler.
Right.
Yeah.
So
remind me, Tanya.
That's awesome. We haven't even got a cooler, Tanya.
No, me neither. I don't even have a subscription to Kayak Angler.
Tanya, message me your address to remind me to get you that, so I can get it to Chris. I'll email Chris and get it to him. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, how about this? Any of you guys out there watching this, go on Instagram and find me at Yakfishaholic.
There you go.
YAK Fish AHOLIC. Yakfishaholic. If you guys go on there and ask me for a Kayak Angler annual membership, I'll hook you up.
Hey, I need me one of them.
Okay.
Sound good?
He said thanks. Cool. All right.
You know how to spell it. There it is right there.
There you go. Yakfishaholic. Go on there. Ask me just say I saw you on Kayak Jack, and I'll hook you up with an annual subscription.
That's cool.
And one of these days, I promise you'll get some footage of a Hoodoo kayak in Canada, maybe even a cooler, if Chris can figure it out.
Man, look at the time. I gotta go. Look at the time.
Yeah.
We're having border war. We're having border wars right now. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All good, guys. Thank you for being on. Thank you for everybody.
All right, guys, that was awesome. Thank you so much, everybody.
Appreciate y'all.
Austin,
Austin,
good luck,
Ethan,
guys.
good luck. Everybody that's been watching, you guys go vote, follow along, tell your friends,
go vote for me so I can be up against my dad in like 2 weeks from now. Just a little.
Y'all don't want a father and son thing. Go vote for me.
Just a little incentive.
There you go. You guys pop out. Let's get those socials going. Let's go.
Keith, don't leave the show. I got
it's on
in the green room.
I'll call you after.
Oh, you call me. Okay.
I'll call you after we get off.
Being on, and thanks for
guys. Thanks so much, Tanya.
See you, boys.
As like the most dedicated follower ever. Shoot me a message and let's chat.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Chris, thanks for joining. I knew you were busy tonight, but appreciate it.
All right.
No, thanks for waiting on me. See you guys.
See you guys later. Bye.
Kicking. I'm kicking. Okay.